Hey guys, Weeb here. Welcome back to another video by VarietyMMOs. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is going to be focused on the things that I do when I first log in. So this video will cover all the dailies and activities you need to cover to get a majority of your rewards daily. This guide is aimed at people that don't have a lot of time and they can only log on for a limited amount of time, so you can get all of your activities done as quickly as possible and log off and deal with your daily life. Okay, so I am logging in for the first time since grinding last night, and we're going to get in and see the rewards from the Black Spirit. I just logged in, so my Black Spirit rewards will not show up, but when you log in, you'll have a big interface here. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to basically complete any events that are currently active. There's usually currently a couple of events active at any one time. So when you get in, if everything's gone right, you will be full on your inventory. So you're going to want to go to town as fast as possible. Okay, so here we are in town. We're going to quickly sell all of the items that we have obtained while grinding. Okay, so we obtained 500,000. We're going to check our potions and bring this back up to about 200 generally. Next up, you're going to want to use your skills. The reason you want to use your skills next is because not only are your skills taking up a lot of weight, but they're also taking up a lot of space because there's so many of them. So let's quickly level up the skills. Okay, now that's done, go into inventory and check for anything else. For example, let's see these, you want to fuse these together. The main reason you want to do this is because if you don't do this, then you're not going to have enough space to do the tasks ahead. Okay, so we failed there. Now the last thing we're going to do for our inventory is we're going to go to dark energy and we're going to turn all of the junk drops that we got into dark energy. Okay, there we go. So down in the Black Spirit quests, I have one completed from yesterday. So you're going to want to make sure that you hit complete and start the next one. Okay, so the Black Spirit quest is started. Next up, you're going to want to collect whatever rewards come up here. It's always going to tell you need to collect more rewards, and you're going to get most of these if you follow this video. You have your free light draw available, so basically do your free draw. Go into your accessories, grab your free accessories, and double check here to see if there's any accessories that you want to buy. For example, if you click on it, you can see that it costs 28 and I can sell it for 59. So you want to make sure that you sell these if they are at a profit. Next up, you want to collect your mail, which will generally have an item from the developers, and you'll also get your friend points. So you want to open up your menu, you want to go down to guild, check in, always check in, and if you go down here, you can see the quest in here. So if you're trying to be as quick as possible, I would recommend doing participate in arena one time, do one boss rush because you should be doing 3 boss rushes daily anyway, and then doing say 2 different life skills so you complete 3 quests. It's important that you complete 3 quests because the guild gets funds from it and uses it to bid for wars and other things, so make sure that you do your 3 quests per day even if you're just doing the collection ones. Go up here and to check, make sure that you haven't missed anything if you are doing arena, which I do suggest if you want to, but it gets quite hard as you go in further. Grab your rewards, double check your bell again to make sure there's nothing else that you've missed, double check your resources. So as you can see here, I don't really have a lot of either. Okay, so next up, we're going to check out Delicious Store. Okay, so if you have any good silver ones for stone, perhaps buy the stones if that's what you want to buy. I'd usually suggest going for the good weapon blackstones and the good armor blackstones. Okay, so next up, we're going to go into our Manor. So here we are in our Manor. First thing we're going to do is bring back all of our workers. Complete all workers. Okay, so we got a bunch of resources. So you'll also want to go to refinery and grab these stones. You're usually going to want to do this, I believe, more than once a day, but I generally do it once a day. Okay, so now that we have all our workers back, let's go to Town Hall. Grab the camp funds. Okay, so you then want to go to your barn and collect all and hope that you get golden wool or eggs. Unfortunately, it looks like I did not. pick up any items that are basically sitting around the base. The items will be better if you have a higher town hall. Okay, so now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to decide on what we're going to craft. So this time, I think I'm going to try to craft black stones. Generally, you're going to want to craft black stones, weapon stones, or you're going to want to craft supreme crystal chests, but I already have all purples with plus damage on them, so I don't actually need any more. Okay. Craft as many as you can. You'll note here that I use a lot of ore, which comes from mining, which is what I'm setting my village's way to focus on. Okay, hit start, and he's now doing that, and it's going to take a very long time, which is longer than a single day. It takes 45 hours. Okay, so what I personally do is I go to gather, I go to mining, and I basically set them out to get all mining materials. The reason I do this is because I don't actually need wood anymore, because everything in my base is basically upgraded as far as you need to go. This is getting you more resources, so you can basically create more things and sell them or use them. Okay, so now that we've done that, you'll notice that I basically used up all my food. So you're going to want to use the gardens to get your food back. Okay, I don't actually have quite enough sunflower seeds to do this, but basically you want to replace everything that you take out. Okay. Alright, cool. I personally only use sunflower seeds. They do take a long time and they're not the most efficient, but if you do them as soon as you log in every day, you should be okay. If you go into your items and have a look at your shepherd's milk and go to store food, you'll note that it only cost me 6 of them to fill up that space there. These milks are coming from the barn that you're doing every day, so if you ever really run low on food, you can use the milk to regenerate your food instead of having to go do something like fishing. Okay, so make sure that you're still collecting your rewards, which we get that for doing the guild. Okay, so we got more rewards, cool. Okay, so now we're going to check our node. Okay, let's go in. This is basically what's going on over here. I don't have the full amount of workers in my node right now, which is a bit of a mistake, which I will rectify. So here we are in our node. Basically, click on the right hand side and claim everything. I believe you want to claim the empty tent first, because you may spawn another one when collecting the other ones. For example, like just happened. As you can see, another one spawned, but if I hadn't collected this one down here, I'm not actually sure if this one would have appeared. I'm not sure if it can appear, so make sure you do it in that order. So you're quickly going to want to do your goblins. Okay, so make sure that you collect everything. Not everything's maxed out because I haven't left it for a complete night. Alright, so let's have a look at what the reward shows up here. 8 black pearls, so this is nice. So how I get to this is I basically take off villages from other nodes. I can see here that I have 6 villages waiting and I have 2 nodes that I can still complete. So I'm going to take this node here. Okay, now I'm going to take over this node. You'll note here the extra gain rate. Green 21%, purple 37%, yellow 52%. So I'm actually going to send away the yellow despite what it actually says. Okay, so now you're basically going to want to take whatever your rewards that you want. Currently I'm going for skill books because they sell for a couple 100,000 each, which is pretty neat. I'd also go for Breath of Creation and the other one, which is this one here. The reason that you want to go for these, the Breath of Life, is because they're actually worth quite a lot of money because they're used in crafting. Initially they won't be worth a lot, but they'll get a lot more expensive later on, so stacking them up is always nice. Okay, so as you can see here, I've used all 9 of my workers and 5 out of 5 node. So let's click this. Click overview. Okay, so there's a fortune on the road, so we're going to find it. There it is right there. Now we're going to leave and get out of here. So I don't believe it includes the double rewards, or it might. I think I actually did. I got 30 stones, some other neat stuff, which is basically a couple minutes worth of work. Okay, so now that we've completed our node, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the manor, because you've basically done everything that you need to do in there for the next day. All of your villages sent away and your crafting. Next, I would suggest going to World Map, going to Balinos, and going to Mature Tree Spirit. What we're doing now is we're going to the location of where you're going to be using your energy. The energy we're going to use on mining. The reason we're using on mining is I personally find that I get more Breath of the Wild and the spirits, which help me get to crafting. When I first started crafting after I'd been mining for a while, I had about 500 of each, and they're worth 25,000 each. So they're actually worth quite a lot of money. So in here, let's go mining. Basically, we're going to run around here until our 228 points is used. Okay, so we've now done the gathering. I unfortunately messed up because I wasn't thinking, but the reason I messed up is because my guild quest wasn't set to life skills and I wasn't changing it while doing it. So I didn't complete my 3 guild quests, so I'm going to have to do them a little bit later on. Pay attention to these because you want to do as fast as possible. Life skills is definitely the way to go. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to go on along and have a look that we've collected all our tasks. So, okay, we've now obtained 9 out of 9 tasks. That is the main thing that you want to do. You want to get all of these for all the black pearls. It is optional to go into the arena to get an extra pearl and to defeat the world boss and do a guild quest, which you should have done. So basically, the only rewards you would miss out on if you followed this guide would potentially be the world boss, depending if you're on. You'd miss 1 black pearl, and you would sometimes miss the 20 light fragments, depending on if you do your 3 boss rushes a day, which is entirely up to you and how many scrolls that you have. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to basically go back to our location and we're going to effectively auto grind and complete our guild quests and basically keep handing in the repeatable quests and the black spirit quests as they happen. So a bit of an explanation. There are other things you could do. Plenty of other things, in fact. Like, for example, you could be going to do PvP to get chests. You could be going to a PvP zone called Nightmare and you could grind for higher level materials. So for example, up here, and I believe it's down here. So you can get in the sanctuary, there's really high level materials and stuff like that that you could go grind. But the problem is there's an open world PvP, so you have to fight people and there's a lot of whales in there. So it may not be for you if you are behind. But if you just want to get everything that you need to get done daily, follow what I've shown in this video, come back here and grind. Come back in say 20 minutes and make sure you complete your black spirit quest. The reason I say this is because when you go into your black spirit and look at your quest, that's 22 slabs and 11 scrolls. So it's really important that you can do these. You can get away with it if you don't do them, but it is going to set you behind quite a bit. But that covers basically everything that you quote unquote need to do daily, just to make sure that you stay within grasp of other players. That covers everything in today's video. If you did like the video, please do like, comment and subscribe. Do consider checking out our website over here on the left, where we host all our MMO content and everything else that we're working on in the future. Thanks for watching guys. Peace.